Today I'm gonna talk about the 4 stars character. I actually use them in Spiral Abyss, and this will definitely clear up some doubts and help the new players or free-to-play players who are still struggling a lot in Spiral Abyss, or at least to help you push through the first 8 floors in Spiral Abyss. So for the endgame content, it is all about Spiral Abyss and it changes all the time. For new or free to play players, 5 star are usually unrealistic because we get 4 stars character most of the time. So realistically, I would recommend these 4 star characters that I use in Spiral Abyss. The 4 stars I would recommend are Razor, Kaya, Bennett, Xingqiu, Xiangling, Fischl, Rosaria, Geo Traveler, and Barbara. First, let's talk about Razor. For the current Inazuma update, Razor is still a super strong 4-star Electro Claymore character if you don't have any 5-star. Razor can only be main DPS and do not use him as support. His Constellation is really good, especially Constellation 4 can decrease enemy defense by 15% with his E ability. But even if you don't have any Constellation, he is still strong to use in Spiral Abyss. You can use Kaya as a support for Razor because Kaya E ability has fast animation and short cooldown, and his burst ability effect can carry onto other character on the field, and he works well with Razor to apply Superconduct. Constellation 1 and 2 are good to have, but even without Constellation, Kaya is still a good support as a 4-star. He can be main DPS if you build him with another team. And Bennett is a pure pyro support, and I strongly recommend him for all the players. His ability will apply pyro effect, and his burst ability can heal your character plus increases the attack of your character in the AoE field. Constellations wise, C1 to C5 is really good, but without Constellation, he is still a beast support. Xingqiu is a great Hydro support, especially when you put him along with a Pyro character. He can apply a Hydro shield on the character and apply the Hydro effect onto the enemy to trigger melt damage with another Pyro character, which is super awesome. All his C1 to C6 are great, but still, even without Constellation, he is still one of the best Hydro 4-star support. Xiangling can be a great support or main DPS, it depends on your build. Always put Xiangling together with a Hydro character so she can trigger melt damage. Because Xiangling damage is not that high, but if you use melt damage with her, she can deal tons of damage because her burst ability has wide AoE damage for a short period of time. Her Constellation 6 is a beast if you can get it, but like I said, with 0 Constellation, she still can do decent damage in Spiral Abyss. Even for now, I will still use her in Spiral Abyss. Alright, let's talk about Fischl. She is Electro character and I use her as a support because of her E ability can do fast and auto attack when I switch to my main DPS. She's good with other cryo character like Kaya because can debuff enemies defense with Superconduct, so you can deal more damage. Constellation wise, she is same like Xingqiu. All her constellations are really good, but still 0 Constellation is fine. Next up, Rosaria. She is really good as a main DPS or support character. I often use her as a main DPS. Her E ability is really good. She can teleport to the back of enemy to deal cryo damage and increases her crit rate by 12% for 5 seconds. Her burst ability has AoE field which will do cryo AoE damage every 2 seconds within the field for total 8 seconds. She works really well with Pyro or Electro character to trigger melt damage or Superconduct. Constellation wise, you don't really need her Constellation at all. So, Geo Traveler is a very strong as a free 5-star character. I only recommend Geo and not Animal Travelers. Geo Traveler's E ability can generate a lot of Geo energy particles, high Geo damage, fast cooldown with only 6 seconds, and can summon total 3 meteorites, and each meteorite has 30 seconds duration and it can block incoming attacks. His burst ability is also really strong. It has AoE Geo damage per shockwave and 15 seconds of Stonewall to block the enemy attacks. Depend on your team, you can build him as a support, battery type, or main DPS. I know you guys might not like Barbara in Spiral Abyss, but sometimes Barbara can be useful. You can use her for your second team as a Hydro support in Spiral Abyss if you don't have other alternative Hydro character like Xingqiu. Because there are some flaws in Spiral Abyss has 2 Pyro Mages that require Hydro to help breaking the shield faster on both first half and second half floor. You can even use level 20 Barbara to break the Pyro Mage shield in Spiral Abyss if you can stay alive without getting hit. Alright, those are the 4 star. I actually use them in Spiral Abyss, and for the rest of the 4 stars are also good, but like I said before, it depends on what characters you have and what role or team are you gonna put them together in order to maximize the damage, speed, and how effective your synergy to deal in Spiral Abyss. If you like my guide, you can hit the like and subscribe buttons to help me out, and also I have a Twitter if you want to follow, and I usually stream on Twitch at night. You can come hang out, chat, or follow if you want, or if you have any question you can comment down below or ask me on Twitch, and I'll see you next time. Good luck.